Welcome everyone, my name is Nicole and today's practice we're going to be using a strap. It's going to be about a 20-25 minute practice for releasing neck, shoulders, upper body type stuff, fairly gentle. So if you're a beginner, it should be alright. Just do your best. Maybe you want to sit up on a block. So if your knees, if sitting on the floor, if your knees are running really high and you want to just slowly work those hips down by adding a little block or a bolster, wherever you are, let's go ahead and begin seated. Root down, gauge your core, grow a little through your spine, let the shoulders lightly roll down your back. Rest the hands on your thighs. Let's take a few deep breaths in and out the nose to connect here. And just know that always be coming back to the breath, focusing on the breath, focusing on the sensations in the body, halting all the other stuff that goes on, the chatter. Let's bring our hands to heart center. If you'd like to set an intention for the class, now is the time. You can just pick a word that resonates with you, anything that you'd like to call more of into your life. And then let the hands drop again. Let's start with our neck. Let your right ear drop off to your right shoulder with gravity. No forcing. Breathe and do any sensations that arise in your neck. Inhale through center. And let the left ear melt over to your left shoulder. Inhale through center. And now we're going to look over our right shoulder. Nose drops down to your right armpit. And so it's like a different place in your neck now. And just send your breath there, or imagine sending your breath there. Inhale, the head lift and come through center, and then turn over your left shoulder, and then let the nose drop down towards your left armpit. And then the head comes up, back through center. Let's go ahead and switch the cross on the legs here. And let's roll the shoulders. Roll them back. Nice and slow and articulated. Trying to smooth out any crunchiness. And then roll forward. And then we're going to open the hands out. And as they come together, we're going to, left hand's going to wrap under. And we're going to come into eagle arms, palms together. If that doesn't work, you can just hug yourself. And then we're going to come undone, open back up, wide, and then this time the right arm's coming under, and then we're wrapping, and then the palms come together, or we're just giving ourselves a hug. And then come undone. Rest the hands down and we'll do a little seated cat-cow. So resting the hands on the knees, straighten the arms and begin to tuck backwards, tipping the chin towards the chest, rounding, and then pulling through, broadening across your heart, looking up, feel like your tailbones are lifting. And you just rock back and forth between these two now. Nice and slow, gentle, trying to move with your breath. And then come up to a tall seat. And begin to circle through your spine now. Using your hands, you can help guide yourself around here. And then switch. Beautiful. Reach off to the right and then stretch the left fingers up and over. You can look up or just rest the head down for more relaxation. And then inhale, come back through center. Reach off the other way, right fingers arc up and over. Looking up or just resting the head down. And then inhale, come on up. We're going to do one more little seated thing before we move into a different kind of position here. So we're going to do logs of fire. So our left shin is going to be on the bottom, and the heel's not quite drawing into me. It's out a little ways. And then I'm going to stack this right shin on top. So you have these logs of fire. And if you have tight hips, you can use a block to set right here so you can relax down onto it. It's so nice to have that because it can be such a sensational pose when you're just getting started and the hips can be tight. So use that, because if you're gripping, it's going to take longer for your body to trust you and to get into some of these shapes. So feel free to use a block or anything to kind of bit thick pillow to help there. And then flexing those feet strongly, hands to feet, press into one another, which helps you open across your chest, keeps everything nice and active. And you can stay high or begin to forward fold over your legs. Breathing into your sensations. And then inhale, come on up, lean back, come undone, and we're going to switch sides. So the right shin is going to be on bottom now, and we're going to stack the left on top, and I'm going to use the block. It would be on the left side, flexing the feet strongly, pressing your hands and feet into hands so that you can create this tension, so you can lift, create length through your spine, and you can stay high or start to forward fold. come on out. And then have your strap handy. We're going to come up onto our heels. And so you want a little bit more of a foot stretch. You can have your toes curl under. Or if that's super sensational, maybe go in and out. So you at least get that foot stretch. And then we're going to take our strap. And we're going to have wide hands. And we're going to resist nice and strongly. And then getting nice and tall. Take a breath in through the nose. And then tip to the right. Inhale through center. Tip to the left. Inhale. Exhale. Just a few more. And then back through center. And now in. Exhale the hands down, keeping the tension. And then the closer they are, the harder, the further it's going to be a little bit easier. Inhaling, coming up. And now we're going to reach all the way behind. Keeping the resistance. Inhaling up. Exhaling forward. So we're going nice and gently. And then when you come behind, pause. Really tear that strap apart. Have you make sure your core is engaged, that you're not arcing, but a nice straight spine here. Inhale, back up, and release. Now I'm going to turn away from you. Keep your strap so you can see. And then let the strap come over your right shoulder. Inhale your fingers to the sky. And the same thing, we're having our cores engaged. We're not arcing, but nice and centered. Now let your right hand drop to the middle of your back. Let your left hand come to your elbow and then just encourage it a little bit more behind the back of your head. And now grab for your strap. And then the left hand's going to come down and reach for the strap as well. And then there's the resistance again. And then maybe you walk your fingers closer together. Maybe your fingers can grab each other. Deep breaths. Head is releasing into the back of your arm there. And you can be up on your feet again for that foot stretch if you like. Or just taking a break. Just a few more deep breaths. And then we're going to release the fingers very gently. Start to come undone. And both fingers raise slowly overhead. Palms come together. Press your palms strongly into one another. And then release down. Beautiful. Now we're going to do the other side. So just move the strap to the other shoulder. Inhale the fingers to the sky once more. This time, left hand to the middle of your back. Just let it fall down. And then your right hand's going to come over and encourage this left elbow just a little bit more behind the back of the head here. Now I'm grabbing the strap. And then the right hand comes down, reaches for the bottom piece of the strap, create the resistance, and then maybe move your fingers closer to one another. Breathing. And then go ahead and release the hands. Slowly begin to rise. The hands overhead. Pressing the palms together strongly. And then releasing. Beautiful. I'm going to set the strap off to the side. And we're going to prepare to lower down onto our bellies. And then from here, let's go ahead and come into a Sphinx pose with our elbows under our shoulders, forearms out in front, pushing down, pulling your elbows into you, broadening. Just your heart here. Deep breaths. And then maybe you want to draw little figure eights here with the nose. And then come on down. So a little bit of a strengthening posture, improving back bend here. It's really, really safe. So we're going to come into cactus arms, lifting, and then we're going to squeeze our elbows behind. So like kind of like a swimming motion. And then inhale, come down, or exhale, come down. Inhale, lift. Squeeze those elbows behind. Exhale, lower. Just a few more. And then release your forehead on your hands. Take a few deep belly breaths here. So feeling your belly expand into the mat. Releasing deeper on the exhales. Now extend your right hand straight out of the shoulder here. And then left hand is about under your left shoulder over here. And we're going to just very gently, this will be intense as well, begin to roll onto that right shoulder. And you can just pause anywhere along the way, send breath into your sensations, and maybe you roll all the way open and reach for the hand. Come on down. And we're going to switch sides to left hand. Come straight out of the shoulder. And then you have this right hand comes down. And you begin, so this left shoulder stays rooted. And you just begin to turn, rolling open onto that shoulder. And then maybe you just stay here, maybe you reach back for that hand. And then go ahead and come undone. You just go ahead now and roll onto your back. And hug the knees in. Inhale. Exhale as you straighten the arms, flattening the back along into the mat. Exhale. Inhale, pull in. Exhale, press away. Pulling in. Pressing away. Hug the knees in. And now let the soles of the feet come together. Rest your hands on your inner thighs. Take a few breaths here. And let the head sway side to side. Just moving super slowly and gently, letting it unwind. And as you feel ready, we're going to lengthen the legs out along the mat for Savasana. And the feet roll out, the palms turn up. Shoulders gently roll under. Feeling free to take any kind of variation that will bring you more comfort, allow you to drop out deeper. Maybe eye pillow, blanket, knees knocked in. Wherever you are, just allow yourself to let go, be present in the comfort of being. As you're ready, roll to your right side, pausing for a moment. Just coming back to the space. And then using your hands, gently push yourself back to a seated position. Just taking another moment. Give yourself a little grace, how everything went. We want to always be coming back, training ourselves, coming back to the present moment, noticing what's happening. Congratulate yourself on showing up. Oh, super hardest part. Thank you for practicing with me. The light within me sees and recognizes light within you. Take care.